Hi there, my beautiful birdies. Welcome back to the nest. So today we have a highly requested video, actually, which is like next boyfriend, next girlfriend, next relationship, essentially. So we are going to take a look at who is going to be your next boyfriend or girlfriend, your next relationship, and we're actually going to look into how the relationship is going to evolve. So we'll look into how you'll meet, the first beginning stages of dating, and how the relationship will be, and then we'll pull also some advice and some timing that I actually forgot to take out my timing box for when this relationship may be happening. Okay, and the advice is for you to be able to align with that relationship a little bit faster and easier, in an easier way, for you to attract it. Okay, so with that being said, we have 4 beautiful pals with us. We have a little bit of crystal over here. We have 4 beautiful pals with us, as always. For pal number 1, we have some Flourite. Feels so dreamy. These look like clouds. Beautiful. For pal number 2, we have some Mangano Calcite. This looks like cotton candy. For pal number 3, we have some rose quartz. And for palm number 4, we have some Kunzite. I'm kind of hypnotized. I'm sorry. It's like, I just, whenever I'm picking up crystals, it's just like, crystals, so pretty. So I kind of get lost in it. But with that being said, whenever you're ready, you can choose by the crystals. You can pause the video to focus a little bit on them. You can also take a look at the timestamps to see if there's any significant number, synchronicity, anything that means anything to you. And whenever you're ready, timestamps are going to be down below, and I'll see you over there. Hi there, pal number 1. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose the Flourite, you're definitely in the right place. Where am I going to put you? Let's put you here in the middle. You're definitely in the right place. This is going to be about your next relationship, and we're going to look first into who that person is. So we'll get a couple of traits, maybe a couple of indicators of how, what is the status between you and this person at the moment, because for some of you, you may already know them, maybe you don't know them at all. It could also give you a little bit hint on what they do for a career and that kind of thing. And we're also going to look then at how the relationship will progress. We'll also pull some advice for you and some timing at the end. Okay, so let's get started here with no longer ado and see who this person is. So we have an Emperor. Damn. Okay. We have February. Aries. Strong Aries energy coming through, actually. We also have June. And we have Intuition. This is beautiful. It could be Pisces Aries cusp. Wow. This is actually really nice energy. So this person doesn't have to be an Aries, doesn't have to be Pisces Aries, even though we have that strong, very strong. But February, June could be significant months. February, that is Pisces and also Aquarius, but we do have strong Pisces energy here. And then June, that is Gemini and Cancer. Okay, but I feel like this is someone that is actually very high in their career. I feel like they're someone very goal-oriented, and it's like they know exactly what they want. And I would even say that when it comes to this relationship, that's kind of how they will be. It's like, I know I want you. Forget about the rest. I want you. No doubt about it. Deal with it. Not that they're going to be pushy or anything like that, but I definitely feel like this person could be the one chasing you in a way, and trying to pursue you, trying to win you over and that kind of thing. But I feel like they're actually very intuitive, and this connection could actually be something beautifully spiritual here. You may even, wow. That is crazy. Because I don't know if you saw the intro, but as I was picking up your crystal, I was like, wow, this crystal is feeling really dreamy. And like these different colors, they look like clouds. And now, literally in the intuition card, we have dreams. So it could very well be that you see this person in their dreams before you actually... Wait, what? It could very well be that you see this person in your dreams and they see you in theirs. Before you actually meet. And I feel like this could be a very spiritual relationship, but I feel like there's someone I feel like sometimes they could be kind of cold. I feel like especially if they are in a position of authority, they could be kind of not necessarily cold-hearted, but it's like they know how to put boundaries and they know how to be firm in their ideals and how to get things done. But I actually feel like they also have a really fun side to them and a very compassionate one, but it's almost like this more gentle, compassionate, intuitive side they only show to a few people. And especially with this Ace of Cups, this is either someone you met really recently or you're about to meet, because Ace of Cups, that is about new love. It is also about self-love. So I feel like this person is in a very independent place. I don't think that they're just like, effing around, talking to people. No, I see them actually being quite social, but they could just have like a big group of people. But I feel like they are very good being single, literally single, like not talking to people and floating around. I see them being very certain of their independence. And again, for some of you, maybe you're already talking to this person and this kind of sounds like someone you know. And it's just a confirmation that, yeah, dude, you're the only person they want. So there is no one else. But I definitely feel like if you already know them, it's definitely recent, like a month or something, maybe even less. But I definitely feel like this is something that maybe it's also going to be like a new start for you, a fresh new start, like something completely different from what you're used to deal with. Maybe you're used to dealing with players and this person is going to come forward with, no, I'm a freaking emperor. Like, I'm not a player. I'm not a king or a knight of wands. No, I'm the freaking emperor. Like, I know how to be gentle, how to be practical, how to be clear, and also how to be passionate. I know how to be all of those things together. So I feel like they're in a very independent, stable place in their life, especially financially. I feel like their financial world and career-wise, it's really, really good. I really wouldn't be surprised if they're in some sort of position of power, if they own a business, something like that, if they have to lead some team or someone. They're definitely, also I'm hearing they're really good at what they do, really good at their job. They could be quite older than you. Maybe they are actually 40, because there is a 4, 42. Those could be significant ages. Of course, take that if it resonates, but they could be older than you, okay? But I definitely feel like this is someone, they could also be really into technology. It'd be fun if that was how you met, or how you're going to meet. But this person could be quite into technology and gadgets and that kind of thing, especially with that Aquarius and Gemini energies. And I feel like they're quite big on, maybe not necessarily social media, but on just like being social, because I feel like they could have a lot of friends and they may go out a lot or something. But I feel like they're really, really determined and they really know what they want, and they don't stop until they have it. There's also a little bit of, this person could be into boxing, because I'm getting a little bit of aggressive energy, but I don't see it as aggressive, like this is a bad person, they're going to hurt you. No, it's just that they could be into that thing of like just releasing the energy through something a little bit more aggressive, which would be kind of boxing, or just the gym, It's like working out, and their form of relief and release of energy and pent-up anger, pent-up anxiety and stress could be through physical exercise. And I'm picking up specifically on boxing, but it doesn't have to be though. But this could be someone quite fit, actually. They could also be quite creative, but I don't think that is what they do in their career though. But I actually feel like they could be someone quite creative. And again, it's almost like this more of Pisces, sweet, creative, dreamy and whimsical side of them. It's very hidden. I don't know. It's like they really don't show it to a lot of people. But I definitely feel like they could show it to you. So that's nice. So let's look here into your relationship. We are going to look, we actually have a lot, wow. But we're going to look first into how you will meet, okay? Or how you met. This could be your confirmation. But then we're going to look into the beginning stages of dating. So when you're like going out on dates, maybe not quite official yet, that kind of thing. And then we're going to look at how the relationship will be, okay? Because this will be your next relationship. So yeah, but let's see here. So how you will meet. We have Princess of Cups. Oh, that is beautiful. We have, Temperance, and we even have art. This is beautiful. And we have Crossroads, choices, stay or go, on and off. This is really interesting because I kind of feel like this person from the get-go shows you a very unique side to them. And I feel like that kind of freaks them out. And because it's like we were talking how this Pisces side and this very whimsical and dreamy side was very hidden. And then we have the Page of Cups, which is Pisces energy. And this is Sag, but it is giving me this very like balancing and spiritual energy, especially with the yin and yang. So that more, I mean, I even want to say like innocent side is going to come through straight away. And I feel like that is something that is really going to freak them out slightly, because it's like they may even see like a lot of synchronicities with this 11. It's like it's 11:11 and you look at each other, that kind of thing. And then, I don't know, the two of you start talking and church bells start to ring, right? It's like you may get a lot of confirmations when you see this person, because I really feel like this is a spiritual connection. But I definitely feel like there is this feeling of like you could be meeting at some sort of art class, or like I'm also picking up on like a gallery. So maybe there's like what is it called, like a show or something like that, or actually it could be like a show, it could be like a concert, something around those lines. Or there could be, I'm also hearing like live music, so maybe it is like a cafe where there's like live music and that kind of thing, and you could be meeting there. But I kind of get this feeling, I almost feel like this could be like first date. I don't necessarily see this as how you meet, but like a first date or something like that. And then we also have like a turtle here, dolphin, a little flower. So there is this feeling of like, I feel like this person just wants to offer you things, so they may buy you flowers. That's why I'm getting that this is more like first date kind of thing than necessarily how you'll meet first. Because again, for some of you, I kind of feel like you already know this person. And if you don't know this person, I would even say that this is still a possibility, like art gallery, some sort of concert. But I'm also seeing this has like maybe friends in common or some sort, or even through the internet. That could be something. But I definitely feel like for most of you, this is like first date kind of thing, because I see this person like offering you flowers. So that could be something. I also feel like you could be eating together. So maybe I'm actually seeing this as like having drinks, but it could also be like a dinner or something. Because I feel like this person is also very classy. So I feel like they'll want to do something. Like I don't think they're going to take you at a bar or something like that. I feel like they really want to take you out to have dinner and just talk, right? And really get to know each other, especially with the Page of Cups. There's a lot of like sweet connection and a sweet communication. I feel like this person is going to be super gentle with you, and I really feel like you're going to connect, especially with this Page of Cups. There is this feeling, I even feel like you could heal each other's inner child on this first date, because especially for this person, you're allowing them to just be themselves and to show this side that they usually don't show. And I feel like that is going to be really, really important to them, and maybe also to you. But the 11th or the 14th, with that little week, those few days could be significant here. But I also feel like this could be a first date, or it may even be like your next date. That would be interesting. But I would even say like on this first date, there is this feeling of this could define the rest of the relationship, because I feel like until then you could have been talking and you could have been meeting each other and that kind of thing. But like with this, like, do you want to continue? Yes or no? Or it could even be that, they're going to ask you like, hey, do you want to be official? That kind of thing. Especially if this is like your next date and you already went on a date with this person. This could be happening. Who knows? But I definitely feel like there is this feeling of this is going to really tell me if you're really the person, if you're really the next relationship, if you're really the person that I even want to say like, if you're the person that I'm going to get married to, because I feel like there's a big energy around that. And then especially with like the angel and everything, there's this big emphasis on synchronicities, signs. Like your guys are really going to be so clear. Like, yeah, you should say yes. Yeah, you should say yes to another date, especially if this is like the first date. If this is literally how you meet and they ask you like, hey, do you want to go on a date? Do you want to go out? Please say yes. I feel like your guides are really saying, especially, it's so interesting how we have like all of this is blue, right? No pink here. And on this card, like, do you want to continue? The no is in pink or kind of reddish kind of thing. And the yes is in blue. So there's really this feeling of like, the answer is yes. So I feel like your guys are going to be giving you like loads and loads of signs for you to go out with this person, for you to give them a chance, for you to say yes to another date, yes to the first date, yes to officializing things. And I really feel like you're going to be like getting physical signs, literally. So again, you're waiting for your meal, and the waiter comes through, and they have a watch, and like on their watch is like 11:11, that kind of thing, you know, something like that. It's like I feel like you're going to see synchronicities, physical synchronicities. Your guys are going to show you that thing of like the church bells. Absolutely, I feel like it's going to be like really, yo, this is it. Wake up, you know. It's like you cannot ignore this. I feel like your guys are really going to make it obvious, especially because I feel like you're so connected spiritually. It's like there's no way you can ignore this. There's no way your guys are going to let you ignore this more than anything. But let's take a look into how it will progress. Oh, we have the 2 cups and we have dominant. Yeah, I told you, this is the person that is going to, this person is going to chase you and kind of want to just, hey, I want to win you over. I'm going to sweep you off your feet. I'm going to make this happen, you know? Because again, right at the beginning, when we were looking at who this person is, we immediately saw this is someone goal-oriented. They know what they want, and they know that they have to have it, and they're not going to give up until they have it. So that is going to be them when it comes to you. And it's so interesting how we have over here 11, 14, 17. So things could be progressing quite quickly in this connection, because I don't actually feel like you're dating not like in the not official phase and just going on dates. I don't think that is going to be too long until you officialize things. It's almost like when you know, you know. That is the kind of vibe I'm getting for this relationship. When you know, you know. And I feel like it's going to be absolutely obvious with this person that they are it, that they are the person you have been manifesting. They are the person you have been looking for, especially with, we have here full moon. Maybe the full moon could be significant, but we have that intuition. It's like it's going to be clear when it comes to signs, and I really feel like your guides are supporting this so much. So with this jealous protection rushing in, they could actually be someone a little bit jealous. So I feel like they could be a little bit just wanting to, don't get this in the wrong way, just wanting to own you, in the sense of like just wanting to own this relationship. Like, let's be official. I'm really into you. I really love you. You know, I really love what we have. Let's make it official. And I really feel like they want to snatch you as fast as possible. Because I even feel like they could even have a little bit of this feeling of this is too good to be true. But I feel like from your side, it's kind of going to be mutual. You know, I feel like you're also going to want this relationship. I feel like because over here, they're so in love, essentially. It's like both of them are just in this, on their little bubble, essentially. And I feel like that's kind of going to be you. I feel like you could want to spend a lot of time together and want to be together like all the time, going on dates every single day, like as much as you can. And I feel like that's really going to make the difference, because I feel like you're both really going to be putting in the effort, especially this person. They could be planning a lot of dates. They could actually introduce you to their friends quite quickly as well. If you're okay with that, of course. But there's just this feeling of like, I just want to show you off. Not in a sense of like they are with you for prestige, or just to say that, oh, look what I got. No, it's just like, look, I finally found love. You know, it's like they're so proud of having you by their side that they're just like, look, I found number one. Aren't they pretty? Like, I'm so in love. I'm so happy. And it's like they just want to share that with their friends and family. So they could really introduce you to them pretty quickly. But I definitely feel like you can even have here like a little bit of mirroring. So I feel like whatever you're going to be feeling, they're going to be feeling back. Even when it comes to fears, I feel like you could share the same fears. And I feel like that's something that you could help heal one another, would be those fears. And I really feel like they could have a little bit of jealousy thing. So that could be one of the things that could be showing up in this period, is that they are kind of jealous. But it is looking pretty good so far, actually. So let's take a look into how the relationship will be. Oh my goodness, we have true love. Reliable life partner, pure love. Oh my God, this is beautiful. We also have distraction, addictions, numbness, avoidance. We have the Six of Pentacles with success, and we also have Three Cups with abundance. So let me just take a look if we're okay. So how the relationship will be. I feel like there's this feeling of, with this distractions, what I'm getting is that this person could have a lot of work. And I feel like they could have a lot of, for example, party events. They could also have to work with a lot of people. And sometimes I feel like they could not necessarily lash out on you. I don't get that it's lashing out. I get it more as projecting that onto you. So, you know, sometimes this person could come home and just be like so stressed out and so like overwhelmed with work and with the people that they were working with, that if they don't talk about it and if they don't share it with you, they could put it on you, and their mood could be a little bit, it could float a little bit because of those things. This could obviously be from your side as well, but I feel like it is going to be important that you have this moment of, okay, let's center back into the relationship and not let the outside world to influence what we're creating and what we're feeling for each other. But it's beautiful that we have here like true love, reliable life partner, pure love. I really love that, because I feel like this could be a relationship to last very, very long time, especially with success, right? So I feel like this could be someone that you end up marrying. I feel like this is someone that your guides are going to keep like putting you back together. They could also spend a lot of time with their friends. And I don't think there's anything here around cheating and anything like that. I do feel like it's especially around with the Six of Pentacles, especially around career and how they may sometimes work a lot and again just put those work burdens onto you and bring that home, and also spend a little bit of time with friends. And sometimes that may not be compatible with you two spending some time together, but I don't think that that is going to be a huge issue, because I don't think it's going to be like the whole relationship is not going to be about that, you know. But I definitely feel like you could also start a business together. And to be honest, it's so beautiful how we have here, like, you could actually have children. But over here, we were having like that little bubble. And it's almost like that bubble burst a little bit to include other people. So that could also be something that it's talking about, is like you stop being so much the two of you and you actually start incorporating other people. But I'm also seeing this has children, and you start letting other people in as well. But I definitely feel like there's almost this thing of this bubble is still there though, especially with the true love here, is like you're still connected. Maybe this person actually has to travel, or you have to travel a lot for work, and so there could be a lot of like phone calls and that kind of thing. But I definitely feel like you'll still be in your bubble, and it's like that bubble is what's going to bring you down to earth. That bubble is what's going to make you feel safe. You know, it's like you're going to be each other's safe space. You're going to be each other's enjoyment. Because especially with this distraction, there are only two mugs. So it's like you could go out a lot and have fun. I actually feel like you could, I was going to say force yourselves, but that is not the right word. It's like you could really push yourselves into going out and to keep dating each other. And I feel like that is really beautiful. And sometimes maybe you could surprise each other with some trips, like unexpected trips, to kind of help the other distract. Let's say you had, like this person had a really bad month when it comes to career and they're just like super freaking out. It's like you may decide to surprise them with, hey, let's take a weekend getaway and let's just have fun. Or the other way around, you know, it's like you're always trying to be each other's safe space and to distract each other and bring a little bit of peace and tranquility into each other's lives. So I feel like this is going to be a beautiful relationship, especially with success and abundance, dude. And even when it comes to children, I feel like you could have as many children as you absolutely desire. And I really feel like it's going to be really lovely. Really lovely. So let's take here just a couple more cards to see if there's anything I've missed about the relationship, the dynamic, that kind of thing. So we have new beginning, and we were talking about that Ace of Cups. We also have, oh my goodness, we also have angel signs. What the heck? What the heck? We also have finances. So again, this person is very wealthy, but there you go. You both could start a business together. And we have nostalgia. What the heck? Dude. This is incredible. Because, like, new beginning, there we go. This is going to be a new beginning in chapter for the two of you. And I feel like it's going to be really beautiful. You're really going to heal each other, especially that thing with their inner child. I really feel like you're going to, especially on this first date or this how you meet, that kind of thing. I really feel like you're going to be feeling so welcomed. And especially welcome to be yourselves. You know, you're going to be welcome to just be. And that is going to be like truly beautiful. Maybe sometimes fear of the past could be, excuse me, fear of the past could be something that could come forward from time to time, especially here in the dating stage. And I would say like dating stage in this kind of beginning, because I feel like sometimes that could come forward and could like cause you those fears and that kind of thing. But I definitely feel like you're going to both be very, very wealthy. This person could actually be into like giving you jewelry or that kind of thing. And then with angel signs, there you go. Like this relationship is guided. You're going to know it. This person is going to know it. I really wouldn't be surprised if you dream of this person before you actually meet them. And I feel like it's going to be beautiful. And I feel like there's going to be like this immediate recognition. That's beautiful. Wow. So before we pull some timing, let's just pull here some advice. We have move. A long walk is good for the soul. Get outside and allow Mother Nature to lift your spirits. You could actually receive a lot of signs through nature, especially flowers, because we have a lot of those here. So maybe that's why your guides kind of want you to go on a little walk and connect more with your body. And, you know, this may be a little bit too much, but with art, it could also be like some sort of dance class, because I'm getting something around like body and art. And I mean, you can consider going to the gym and taking care of your body like art. Like you're painting your body, you're transforming your body, you're making your body in the place that you want it to be, health-wise, visually, like appearance-wise, in all aspects. So if you want to consider that art, maybe the gym is also a place. But I definitely feel like you could, or just, you know, or just a walk. But I definitely feel like going for a walk, it could really bring you a lot of signs from your guides, and they could really guide you, and it could kind of help you bring down, center yourself, and breathe, okay? But we also have, this is a new deck. I have the Portuguese version, so I'll have to translate this. But this is the bee spirit with the number 7. Highly spiritual number, so that's great. And we have sweet results await you. Oh, okay. So, yeah. It's just like, stay optimistic about your love life. I feel like that's essentially it. Connect with your guides. Try to connect with that spiritual practice to look for signs, ask for signs. But, oh, it's beautiful. Maybe a bumblebee. It's like whenever that person is close, if you're close to meeting that person, ask for a sign of a bumblebee. If you're thinking of someone, ask for a sign of a bumblebee. Go for a walk, and maybe you'll receive that sign, right? So I really feel like bees could be really significant in terms of signs for you. But I really feel like sweet results await you. So I really feel like this is a relationship that is going to be sweet, that is going to be exactly what you're looking for. It's going to be true love. I also feel like the SEX bomb, super good. And I feel like you're going to have a lot of fun together. Especially because I feel like you're going to go out a lot. You're going to date each other a lot, and have a lot of fun. So please believe in love, okay? Believe in yourself to be in the place to receive love. And I really feel like this person is pretty close. But talking about pretty close, let's take a look at some timing and see. Woo, okay, this is, whoa, holy, wow. What? Oh my goodness. So this is really interesting. When this video is uploaded, it's probably already autumn. But if you did meet someone during summer, there you go with your confirmation. But yeah, we also have the 15th. That could also be a significant day. And we actually had that like 11, 14. Over here we have the 17th. This one is, or no, not this one. There was another one. Oh, 15. There we go. So between the 11th and the 17th, right? It could be a significant time, okay? Significant day in a month. But Then the craziest part is that we also have here within a week. So if you haven't met this person yet, it could be happening pretty freaking soon. Especially with these two. We have in a few hours, in a couple of hours. This is crazy. This is crazy. So I do feel like for a lot of you, you already know this person. And just saying that, maybe that's why I was getting that this is like a first date or is like the next date. And it's like, yeah, it's happening. So congrats. But I really feel like most of you likely already know this person. If you don't, it's clearly happening for you pretty freaking soon. So congrats. I'm so happy for you. Okay. So with that being said, pile number one, this is what I have for you. And I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're excited. I'm definitely excited for you. And definitely leave me a little bee emoji on the comments so I know that you were part of pile number one. But with that being said, don't forget to check out my prayer readings. The link is going to be down below. As well for my Patreon, we have weekly messages around self-love, around your spiritual guidance, that kind of thing. So all of that is going to be in the description box. But don't forget to smash that button for me and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And with that being said, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi there, pile number two. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose the Mangano Calcite, you're definitely in the right place. So in case you missed the intro, we're going to look into who this person is, like your next relationship. Who is it going to be with? It could give us a little hint on if you already know this person or not, what is kind of the status. But then we'll look into how you'll meet, like the dating stage while you're getting to know each other, and then how the relationship will actually be. We'll also put some advice and timing at the end, okay? So, with that being said, let's take a look. We have 10 of Wands. We have August, March. So this person could be born in August or March. But it doesn't have to be. August is Leo energy and a little bit of Virgo. And March is Pisces and Aries. And then we have chemistry, passion, attraction, sparks. Number 5, I feel like you're going to find this person at a point where you both, I feel like it's both, but especially this person, they could be quite hurt and they could be changing a lot. Like themselves, their life. I feel like their whole life is just like, boop. It's completely like upside down. And because they want to, like, I feel like they're changing their whole life. And I feel like they're really having a lot of impact. For some reason, it's almost like the changes that they make have a lot of impact on other people. So it could be that, one of the changes that they're making is in their career and they're starting a business. And that business is having a lot of impact on other people. Maybe it's about them moving out. That is going to have a lot of impact on their family and that kind of thing. There is this feeling of like what they change is not only for themselves, but for the people around them and possibly for this connection as well. But I feel like there's someone actually very playful. And I feel like this, especially at this moment, because I feel like this is this person's energy right now. So at this moment, this person could be a little bit in a place where they don't really know. They feel a little bit overwhelmed, to be honest, because I feel like a lot of things are changing, but at the same time, they don't feel so happy about other things. And they're trying to find some routine, but at the same time, it feels overwhelming. And it's like they're kind of all over the place, to be honest. They could also be in a place where they're not earning enough in the sense of like the work that they do doesn't feel fully compensated. So they may feel like they're not really earning what they deserve. And maybe that's what they're wanting to change. It's like if they own a business, maybe they're changing their prices. Maybe they're changing the way that they do things. Maybe they're changing jobs, literally. There's this feeling of like anything that I'm not happy in, anything that I'm not happy about, I'm changing it. For some, I would even say that this person could be leaving a relationship. Okay? But I definitely feel like, to be honest, I feel like you're going to come through in this person's life at a very unexpected time. Because I feel like it's going to happen when this person is not expecting at all. And it's just going to be like, what are you doing here? What? When did you show up? Did you knock? Yeah, I wasn't expecting you. Because I really feel like, and this could actually start very passionate, to be honest. We're going to look at like how you'll meet and how the relationship will progress. But I wouldn't be surprised a little bit with the friends with benefits kind of thing, or just a casual thing. Because like chemistry, passion, attraction, sparks, the physical attraction is definitely going to be there. And I actually feel like this person is very physically attractive. They could actually be working out, taking care of their body. They could have been through some sort of physical transformation. So they just had a haircut. They changed their wardrobe, that kind of thing. And I really feel like they're changing themselves and becoming who they want to be. I also feel like they have a really creative side that perhaps is please tell them this when you meet them, but their creative side could be the answer. I'm kind of getting that. It's like their creative side is the answer for all of their problems. So it could be that they're wanting to change jobs, but they don't know really where or what to do. It's something creative. That is the answer. Because I feel like they have a very big imagination that should be used and needs to be used, because that is going to have impact on other people. And it's like their messages, their creativity is it's a way for them to channel messages to others. So please, when you meet them, tell them that the solution to all their problems is creativity and them having fun, essentially. But I also feel like, especially with that Pisces energy, I feel like their spirituality is actually something that is really rooted into them, in the sense that they don't even have to do anything. Their intuition is really strong, I feel. But sometimes their head, because we also have that Virgo energy, so sometimes their thoughts and thinking could be a little bit all over the place. I even wonder if this person was born during a Mercury retrograde or something around those lines. I wouldn't be surprised, actually, because, or if they are a Virgo and this last Mercury retrograde definitely affected them. Certainly did for me. But it's like, I feel like they think too much. They could be an they could be an overthinker. So sometimes their thoughts are just like all over the place, and they don't really know how to discern thoughts from intuition. And their intuition is actually pretty loud as well. It's always just a whisper. That is how we discern intuition from a thought, is that thoughts are really loud and intuition is just a whisper. It's just something that passes through your ear and then it goes away, right? It's something that is just always like there. It's not really in your brain. It's just right beside you. And I feel like sometimes they don't, because their thoughts are really loud, they don't really know what is what. And so sometimes they just think a lot and they get confused and they don't know where they're going. Oh shit, look at that. Open relationship, but we'll get there. So yeah, I definitely feel like, let's just talk about that. Casual friends with benefits, open book. I definitely feel like this could has something passionate and casual and that kind of thing. But let's actually get a little bit into how you'll meet, the beginning stages of the relationship, and then how the relationship will be once you're together. Because this is your next relationship, your next boyfriend, girlfriend, so you will be in a relationship. Whatever that is to you. Maybe your definition of relationship, what you were looking for, was actually something casual. Take it however it resonates. But let's get here into how you meet. So we have fling. What the heck? Short-term casual crush, sex. We also have the 7 of Wands with valor and swiftness. Some of you or this person could be a Swiftie, but we have 8 of Wands. So I definitely feel like this is giving me a little bit of dating app kind of vibe. And again, something very casual. I wouldn't be surprised if you're like going on your first date and you kind of just do it. That is giving me that big vibe. And I definitely feel like, I mean, this says it all, especially with the fling. How you'll meet is definitely going to be to do nasty things. And I feel like your emotions, especially this person, but I feel like perhaps from your side as well, your emotions could be very guarded and could be very blocked and hidden. I even wonder if, like, you're seeking out each other for this specifically, and then it turns out to be more than that. Because you could be finding both at a moment where you don't really trust love, and it's just like overwhelming, and I'm just trying to change my whole life, especially for this person, and how do I deal with the rest? How do I breathe? How do I just get this thing under control? So at first you don't really have any sort of expectation of this becoming more, especially with the 7 of Wands, you're trying to fight it. But at the same time, lots of physical attraction, so you definitely want to, F around and have fun. So that's definitely how it's starting. I definitely get a strong vibe of like social media, maybe some dating app, that kind of thing. It could also be at it could also be at the gym. That is actually something that I'm seeing, because like both of these people are kind of doing something physical. So it could be at gym or some sort of physical place. because I'm also getting like a dancing class, or even specifically a Zumba place. Or even, I don't know if you have that where you live, but over here, in some public swimming pools, especially those that are more like, they have like slides and that kind of thing, they also have water Zumba classes. So it could be something around those lines, because I'm also getting something like that. So you could meet this person throughout summer. Maybe you already met them. But that could also be a possibility. But you could definitely be doing something physical when you meet. Or, again, with the 8 of Wands and this kind of energy, it could definitely be through social media or a dating app. But yeah, let's get into how the relationship will progress. So the dating stages while you're not official yet. We have dating, okay. Dates, romance, opportunities, quality time. And we have justice. That is really interesting. Because I feel like you definitely start in a different cycle. And I feel like that was a cycle that you needed to understand that you don't want to be in, or that is not what you're looking for, or it's like you were using that as a coping mechanism. And when I'm saying you, it's both of you. And I definitely feel like I'm also getting, for some of you, this is like flipped. It's like this is talking about yourself. So it could be like the roles could be reversed. But I definitely feel like there is this feeling of you may start off really passionate and maybe with not the best intention for a relationship. It's just like, I just want to have fun. I just want to, connect with my body. And I just want us to have fun times together. But I feel like you're going to keep talking and keep going on dates. And I feel like the feelings do start to be developed. I mean, this is your next relationship. And I feel like that was a cycle that needed to come to an end, because I feel like a cycle for the two of you could be that we have over here the heart and we have feathers, which is the thoughts. So it's almost like you had to balance your thoughts and your heart. And especially for this person, right? Understanding their intuition versus their thoughts, their ego. And that could have been a cycle that you both needed to learn, maybe in different ways. But I feel like that is something that you're actually going to be able to heal together as you get to know each other. So I feel like there's going to be, you could still be, effing around and just having fun. Not saying you won't, but I feel like there is a more meaningful intention behind it. A more genuine interest, a more, yeah, let's do this. Like, let's actually get to know each other. This could actually be a little bit hidden, but I feel like this person could actually like offer you a lot of flowers or just some little like tokens of appreciation, like, hey, I saw this and it made me think of you. And that kind of thing. I also feel like there could be this feeling of going out, like you may still be doing it, but I feel like there's this feeling of like going out a lot and like going to have dinner a lot. It's like it's not just about the physical aspect of stuff. You actually connect, you actually build a connection. And I feel like that's going to be really important to shift this to the actual relationship. So that's really good. I'm also getting something with this opportunity. There could be something fated happening here, in the sense of, I'm kind of getting this with other people. You may actually meet one of their friends, or they may meet one of your friends really early on, while you're not official yet, but you may meet someone from their social group by fate. It's like you're out on a date, out and about, and magically one of your friends just passes by and is like, oh, you're here, what are you doing here? And just like, oh, well, yeah, this is pod number 2. They're kind of my boyfriend, girlfriend. There's this kind of feeling of we're kind of seeing each other. And it may even be like it's at this point that things actually become officialized or something around those lines. Like, this person may not know what to say, if you're just a friend, if you're dating, if you're actually boyfriend, girlfriend thing. And then you may actually have a talk about that. But there's something here about like there is an opportunity for you to meet someone that is going to be fated, but it could also have a fated effect for you to actually officialize something. And to maybe reveal feelings, because I feel like in this portion here, maybe you're still kind of wondering like, oh, maybe this is just physical. We're just getting to know each other. So maybe there's nothing really there. Maybe pod number 2 doesn't feel the same. This person doesn't feel the same, and in fact you do both feel the same, and you do both want the same things. So yeah, let's see here how the relationship will be. So we have the Ten of Swords. I actually like this. We also have the Princess of Swords, yeah, which is the Page of Swords. We have the Emperor, and we have the open relationship that we saw before. So this is really interesting because how am I going to do this? Hang on there. Yeah, that seems good. I actually really like this because it's that thing. You're putting an end to something, which is this. It's almost like it goes this way. Ten of Swords, ruin. You're ruining the open relationship, right? In a way, you're ruining this casual things, just supposed to be friends with benefits, nothing more. No, we're closing that book. We're Emperor, leader power, taking action and having the talk. So I feel like this is more talking about this transition from an open relationship to more. But I definitely feel like there is someone here that is going to take the lead and you're just going to talk about things. I actually feel like you could heal a lot together and you could really help each other step up, help each other become the best version that you are. And I also feel like there is still a little bit of, you may want to explore this a little bit throughout the relationship, in the sense of sometimes you may just pretend that you don't really know each other, or there's this feeling of like you may never forget that you're dating each other, that you have to date each other throughout the relationship. And I definitely feel like there is this feeling of just having fun with each other, you know. And I feel like the physical, the intimate side that you used to have over here was very casual, very fun. It wasn't necessarily like making love. And I feel like throughout the relationship, it's not that you're not making love, it's that you're making love with the fun from the start. So I feel like you're never going to forget this start, and you could actually like make a lot of fun of it, make a lot of jokes, that kind of thing. And I feel like you're going to really enjoy each other's company and I feel like you're going to be friends more than anything. You know, you're really going to focus on, we were friends over here. We were friends with benefits, but we were friends. And I feel like that is going to be a focus for this relationship, is going to be you having those things. And I definitely feel like you're definitely going to be having like this genuine interaction with each other and really making sure that you're both supporting each other through every step. There's also something about like hidden dreams and hidden fears, but especially hidden dreams, where you both support each other to accomplish those dreams and to make them happen, you know. So I feel like that's really going to be beautiful. And I feel like you're really going to have a lot of fun. Like you could go travel a lot. That's also something that I'm getting. One of you could actually could be really into journaling and albums and that kind of thing. And you could make like a scrapbook. Getting something about like making memories. So I feel like that is going to be beautiful. But let's actually see here. These cards are going to just tell us if there's anything I've missed, and it'll give us a little bit more information around the dynamic of the relationship and what it will look like. But we have twin flames. Oh, how beautiful. We also have hurting. Yeah, that makes sense actually. We also have opposites attract and player. Yeah, so I really feel like this is going to start a little bit of casual way. But then feelings are definitely going to be developed, because I feel like whoever is especially avoiding commitment is definitely hurting a lot. But this is definitely going to come to an end. Like the open relationship, the player kind of energy is definitely going to come to an end. But I definitely feel like you're going to help heal each other a lot. And especially with these twin flames, there is a big connection between the two. And I feel like the purpose is really big. You know, I feel like you are exactly who they need to heal, and they are exactly who you need to heal. And I feel like there's just this, it's almost like coffee and milk. It's just mixes up perfectly. And I feel like that's kind of the two of you. And especially with this opposites attract, it's like I even feel like with this opposite attract, it's like the goal that you have in mind in the beginning. It's nothing related with what you're actually going to end up having. So I feel like, I don't know, it's like you wanted something, but because you needed something else, that is what you're attracting. So it's kind of going to be a little bit of both. It starts off with what you want, but it's actually with the person that you need. And then boom, you just come into union. and have this beautiful relationship. I could actually see a little bit of a period of separation, but I don't think it's going to be anything too significant, because it's in this place where you're kind of still figuring out, okay, what do I want? Do we actually want this? That kind of thing. But I feel like it's actually going to be quite obvious, especially in this stage, that you have feelings for each other and that you want to move forward. And I don't think that separation phase is going to be for everyone, but I definitely feel like it's going to be a beautiful relationship for both of you. And especially with this speak up, don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Okay, maybe you're the emperor here and taking charge and asking for what you desire out of this connection. Okay, but let's get here into a couple of cards for advice before we pull some timing. Okay, so this would be how you can attract this person faster, how you can align with love a little bit faster and easier. Okay, so let's see, we have speak up. If you avoid conflict, keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. So I definitely feel like when this moment comes, and maybe for some of you already know this person, you're already in this phase of like, we're friends with benefits, just getting to know each other. And maybe it's literally like, if you have feelings for this person, please, like, dude, ask for it. But in any other aspect of your life, I feel like this person was a little bit in this energy of like, maybe they have been holding on to their current state of life for way too long. And then when they wanted to change, they had to change everything. So it became overwhelming. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Okay? Don't be afraid to change things in your life. You can change it one step at a time. But always protect yourself and put yourself first, especially with this love. Love people, love them with all your heart. Just be sure to love yourself first. Put yourself first. I feel like that is how you're going to attract this person first. Ooh, okay. But that is how you're going to attract this person faster, is by putting yourself first and by really believing that you deserve the best and that you're not afraid to speak your truth. You're not afraid to ask for the life that you want, okay? And especially if you already know this person and you're already in this type of situation, if you want more, ask for more, okay? And then, this is a new deck that I actually got in Portuguese, so let me try and translate this. But we have the butterfly. This is actually not too hard. The two spirit animals that came through so far are actually animals that I can translate. I didn't have to go to the book, but there are some that I just don't know. But transformation is something beautiful with the number 11, so that could be a significant number for you. But I definitely feel like you are transforming, and maybe the things and the people and the relationships that you used to connect with in the past, it doesn't have to be the same for this person. It doesn't have to be the same forever and ever. Okay, so don't be afraid to trust love and to open your heart. But more than anything, try to look into your perfect, beautiful dream life. What does it look like? Who's there beside you? And don't be afraid to believe that you can have that. Okay, don't be afraid to speak that up into existence. Don't be afraid to let the world know, hey, that is going to be me one day. That is already me, right? Don't be afraid to transform yourself into that person. Okay, and if you're wanting to attract love, act from a place of love. Again, if you already know this person and you want more, you want a relationship, act from a place of, I want a relationship. Ask for it, okay? So let's pull here some timing for you. Whoa, okay. Okay. So, come here. We have winter. We also have in a couple of years. I'm actually, again, I feel like for some of you, there could be some sort of little separation time, okay? But we also have Aries. So Aries time could be significant, which is actually that March thing, late March and April. We also have you'll know, and in a few days. So in a few days is actually quite fast. And I feel like this is especially for those that already know this person, is that in a few days, something could be happening here, and it's like you'll know when it's the right time to ask them for more, that kind of thing, okay? Where winter could also be significant. All right? So my pile number 2, this is what I have for you. I really hope this resonated and got you excited for love. If it did, leave me a little butterfly emoji for me to know that this was your pile and that it resonated and that you were right here till the end. But don't forget to smash like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here, and I would love for you to not miss another video from me. But if you're interested in a prayer reading, the link is going to be down below, and you can also check out my Patreon for I was going to say extended readings. That is not on the Patreon. That is actually for the 18 plus readings. But on Patreon, we have weekly messages, especially around self-love and spiritual guidance. So all of that is going to be in the description box. But with no longer ado, I wish you the freaking best. I love you very much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi there, my pal number 3. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose the rose quartz, you're definitely in the right place. Let's get right into it and take a look into your next relationship. So we're going to start by looking into who is it going to be with, and then we'll look into like how the relationship will progress, some advice, and some timing. Okay, so let's get right into it. We have Temperance, so some Sag energy coming through already. We have Scorpio, maybe a Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Oh wow, so we have Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. And we have Sagittarius. What the heck? So clearly, autumn here is going to be quite significant, and a little bit of winter, but I'm sensing this more like the end of the year. So someone here could be born at the end of the year. Maybe you are too, and so it's like you're like, I don't know, perfect match. I don't know. It could actually be that. Like this person is born at the end of the winter, and maybe you're born at the end, or at the end of the year. Maybe you're born in the middle of the year. Maybe this person is born in winter. You're born in summer. They're born in autumn. You're born in spring. Maybe you're literally just born in the same season. But we have over here Scorpio, Saggy, and Capricorn. So this is all paired up together. That is really interesting. And then we also have self, single, independence, and freedom. So this person is absolutely single. I don't necessarily feel like you know each other. You might, but I don't necessarily feel like you do. You may already be connected in the 5D, so you could be seeing each other a lot in your dreams. It's actually interesting. I believe it was pile number 1. Yeah, pile number 1 had Temperance as well, and you had a big significance. So if you felt drawn to pile number 1 as well, it could be your side or something around those lines. But I definitely feel like this person is someone that is very balanced. I feel like there is someone that they could also have like a big intuition. They could, I'm hearing see things, so they could see symbols, they could be clairvoyant, but I definitely feel like they have a big guidance from their angels. And I was even going to say they could be very lucky. So, but I don't think it's necessarily luck. I feel like they know how to be in the right place at the right time. I feel like they have been really working on themselves. That's why they're in this self-independent place. It's like they know how to be with themselves. They know how to be single. They know how to be alone. They're not afraid of that. I'm also not getting this feeling of like hyper independence. I don't want love. I really don't see that. They could definitely be more focused on their finances and career, but that doesn't mean that they don't desire love, because with this Scorpio, I'm actually getting a very romantic energy. So they could be quite romantic and just wanting to connect with this deeper side of themselves that is loved. And I also feel like they could be going through a little bit of a shadow healing period. So again, it's like at this moment in their life, this person is doing a lot of inner work. This person is healing a lot, transforming a lot. They're really evolving. And I'm even hearing rebirthing. That is really beautiful, because I feel like they're becoming the best version of themselves. And I'm even getting, they could be very similar to you. So if you have any of these zodiac signs in your chart, like in your big 3, it could be that this person actually is the same sign that you are, even if this is not like any of their signs. It could be that you have the same signs, because I'm kind of getting that you could be mirroring each other. You could be going through the same things, but I definitely feel like this person is someone that I feel like they're very compassionate, but they're also very assertive into what they want, especially when it comes to their finances and career. I feel like they're really not necessarily stiff, but they like to budget. They like to have plans. It's like they like to have things together. They like to have their life together, essentially. And they really like to be conscious with their spending. So I don't think that they like overspend like crazy at all. And I also feel like they could actually have a really, it's like this volcano is giving me big sexual energy. And with Sag and Scorpio, Mars and Scorpio, those people are crazy. I have my Mars in Scorpio, but I feel like this person could be very highly sexual. Not in the sense that this person is like a player or anything like that, but that part could be a very significant thing for them in a relationship. So one of their love languages could be Physical touch, that could definitely be it. I'm actually hearing quality time as well. They could really love to go on dates. I feel like this person also dressed really well. It's almost like they just want to be the best version that they can be. So they're going to dress well because they love it. They're going to go on dates because they love it. They're going to have that physical, intimate side with themselves because they love it. They're going to have the career of their dreams because they deserve it. And it's like almost like at this point in their life, they're doing every single thing that they can do to create their dream reality. And that's why I feel like this person is super romantic. And part of that includes you, includes their relationship. So I really feel like this person is in such a beautiful place with themselves. Wow. Flowers could also be very significant here. So their name could be of a flower. Maybe they wear flowers in their head, in their hair, or they have like a significant shirt, like the shirt that you see first on your first date or something like that when you meet them has a flower. That could be a little sign. But with that thing of the luck, that is what I was saying. With that thing of the luck, I feel like they are very blessed because they are in a very high vibe positive energy. But it's not just that they were born lucky. No, I really feel like they are supported because they are on the right path. So they are going to be rewarded for it. And I feel like they had to walk a very long walk to be here where they are right now. And so people just see them as lucky when in fact it's just they worked really hard to be where they are. Especially with, I feel like their career. It's like sometimes they get a big chance, they get a big pay, they get, I don't know, it's just like they something really good happens in their career and finances or something around those lines that other people can see. And everyone says, oh, your pile number 3's person is just lucky, when in fact it's not. They had to work really, really hard to get where they are today. And I feel like other people sometimes underestimate this person a little bit. They may actually be young. So it's almost like they are young and very successful. And so everyone is just like, oh, you were just lucky. No, it's like they really worked really hard. And it's almost like they had to go through that volcano to get here. And they had to walk through desert, no water, to get here. And now they finally have water. It's like now they're finally finding some peace within themselves. This person is clearly going through some big transformation and they're very much aligned with themselves. That is really beautiful. And I'm even we're going to look into your advice at the end on how you can attract this person a little bit faster. But I actually feel like it would be to be a little bit in the same place as this person is, to be as aligned as you can with your higher self, with your future self, with the version of yourself that you want to be. Working on yourself, I really feel like it's what's going to attract this person because they are attracting you. And we're not looking at your energy, so I don't know if you're attracting them back, but this person is definitely attracting you. And they could actually be into like manifestation, into scripting, that kind of thing. But they are definitely attracting you energetically at the very least. And you could, I don't know if I already said that, but you could see each other in your dreams. All right. So let's get here into the relationship portion. So we are going to look into how you'll meet. Actually, for pile number 1, it was like your first date. But how you'll meet, the beginning stages of like dating while you're not official, and then how the relationship will be. Okay. So we have over here gifts, surprise, presents, offer. Interesting. We also have the world or the universe. That is even more interesting. And we have the 5 of Cups with disappointment. I feel like this person is going to show up at a point where you could be a little bit into like F love. I don't care. Screw it. I'm just going to get out of here. Because I'm even getting with this gifts and like surprise. This person is a gift to you. But surprise in the universe is like the universe is surprising you. Like, hey, I know you're mad at us, but there are still 2 cups there. And we're just like removing the people that weren't really supposed to be with you. So it could be that before you meet this person, you could be going through a breakup. And it's like, little do you know, 2 days later, maybe 3 to 2 days later, boom, you meet this person. I don't know. But I really get this feeling like they are truly a blessing to you. And I also feel like you're not giving them too much attention, to be honest. This is also reminding me of a music note, so maybe you'll meet at like a concert. It could also be, for some reason I'm getting like, you could meet through Spotify? What? I don't know. Maybe you were just on Spotify's Instagram page and you exchange some comments. I don't really know how that works, but I am hearing Spotify. Or maybe it's just that music is something that you two really relate through. That could be something. And so one of your first conversations could be, hey, what are you listening to? What do you like to listen? Something around those lines. And then I feel like you actually find out that you have a lot of things in common. This thing right here also is giving me a lot of attention. Because this kind of looks like a kid. And I was like, that's not very nice, because the kid is just trying to survive. But this could be some sort of like yoga class. Or I really just feel, I'm sorry if I'm like a lot, but it's just that my allergies are a little bit crazy today. But I almost feel like I almost wonder if this is you and someone here is just trying to take advantage of you and just burdening you in some way. Because we even have the snake over there and all that. And it could be, maybe you're leaving like some sort of casual friends with benefits kind of thing that doesn't really, it's almost like that doesn't really lead to the full circle. Because this person cannot give you the commitment that you're looking for, something around those lines. And so the universe puts an end to it. Maybe you do, but it is kind of guided. I really get the feeling of this is divinely guided for you. But the universe kind of puts an end to it for you to be able to connect with this person. So that's why here in the Five of Cups, it's like the universe purposefully send a rush of wind to put these cups in the river for them to be able to be washed away so you can focus on the two cups. So I feel like this is more of like the circumstance that is happening here, is that you're having a breakup with someone, you're letting go of someone. It doesn't have to be a breakup, especially if it was something just casual. Maybe there wasn't really a commitment, so it wasn't really a breakup, but you're separating yourself from someone here. And all of a sudden, straight away, the universe is like, all right, that person is out of the way. Great. You're ready for the real commitment. And boom, there they go. I'm sorry, but I had to. But I'm also getting something. You could literally meet them at a supermarket. That could also be something. Because I'm even seeing this as like you could be having as like a self-date. That, ooh, yeah, I'm actually picking up on that. It's like you both could be having like self-dates or something. And boom, this person just like, oh, we're both buying flowers for ourselves. Wow. You know, something like that. That is really interesting. Anything else that I'm picking up on? I really feel like you and this person could actually connect pretty fast. Like you could bond really well together pretty fast. But maybe you kind of think that this person is just going to be another repeating cycle. I feel like that is the thing that could be holding you back a little bit. But just note that this person is truly a gift. Excuse me. And I definitely feel like that could be what is making you hold back a little bit. It's just a fear that this is just going to be happening over and over and over and over again, and I'm never going to leave the same spot. But that is not true. And I feel like you're going to connect pretty straightforward. And it's like this person brings, you see these flowers kind of dying and everything. And it's like this person comes through and it's almost like now it's night and this person is the sun. Maybe Leo season could be significant, or Leo. This person could be a Leo. But it's almost like this person comes through with the sun. It's like, boom, you just blossom. And it's finally, this person is out of the picture. So you're finally able to step into the middle of the circle and rise to the occasion. And this is even reminding me of one of the decks that I own, Tarot of the Divine. The World card, it actually has like two people in the middle dancing. And it's almost like you finally are able to step into the middle and dance with that person. It's not one stepping into the other. No, it's just you're together. It's a bond. Wow, that's really nice, actually. So let's look into, the dating stage and you just getting to know each other. We have over here Ghost, Mixed Signals, Blocked Avoidance, let's say. We also have Seven of Swords. What is happening here? With Fertility. and the Magician. So I kind of feel like in this place, I don't necessarily see a ghosting situation here. It could definitely happen. I actually think I want to take a look into, okay, so we have mask for how the relationship will be. Holding back insecurity. Yeah, okay, so this makes a lot of sense. Holding back insecurity and shy with the mask. We also have engagement, union, official, level up. And then we have King of Swords. Okay, so that is what I'm getting, is that I feel like during this dating stage, you could be holding back feelings quite a lot. And that is what changes here, right here. Because I feel like here, in the dating stage, I feel like it's more of like those mixed signals and maybe avoiding feelings and running away a little bit from each other. But I don't see like a ghosting situation, you walking away from each other. I really don't see that happening. I feel like it's more of a, hey, I'm really scared, but I kind of want to be here. So I feel like you're going to be manifesting each other. And especially we have like a cup here in the middle. So it's almost like the Ace of Cups. You want to manifest that. You want to create that. And okay, so this is actually grabbing my attention. Because we have over here like these swords. I believe they are swords. They're pointing to specific signs. So we have Aries. We have Gemini. Then we have Libra, right? And we have Sag. So we kind of already had the Sag there. But Aries, Gemini, and Libra could be significant as well. All right, but it's like you're manifesting each other and you're part of each other's world, you know? But I feel like you're kind of avoiding feelings and maybe avoiding doing some sort of healing or just at least opening up to love. And I feel like that's what's going to cause a little bit of conflict, because you're going to be, maybe for some of you, you're going to feel some need for space, but I feel like it's not a space of like, I don't really like you, like I need space. No, it's more of a, I need space to heal myself. I need space to really understand, what am I running away from? What am I holding on to that is not serving me? Because Seven of Swords, I really feel like your limiting beliefs are going to get in the way a little bit. And maybe you even think that, oh, this person doesn't like me, like that is impossible. Or again, we were talking about how you could think that this is just another cycle. And so you could think that, oh, this person is just another cycle. They're just another player, so I should just run away. And on their side, they could think exactly the same thing. So I feel like you're going to be going a little bit running around in circles with your fears and limiting beliefs. But I feel like at the same time, you're going to be manifesting a relationship with each other. So I feel like it's going to be an interesting time here for you, because then, I mean, this is your next relationship. So you're going to eventually get into a relationship with this person. And we have over here mask, engagement, and King of Swords. And especially with engagement, I feel like this could go even further than you initially thought. Because with this engagement, you could definitely be getting married. But I feel like you finally kind of own up to your feelings, King of Swords, you speak your truth, and you're able to move forward straight away into the future. You're no longer, because like here in the Seven of Swords, she's kind of leaning into the past, right? She's kind of like, but the past is there, and I don't know how to run away from it. And here in the King of Swords, like, all right, let's forget about the past and let's just move forward into the future. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. It's like you're both really moving forward towards something good, towards something beautiful, and building it together. And I also feel like there's something about travel. You could travel a lot together, maybe even in the dating stage here. But I feel like communication is going to be quite significant between the two, because I feel like here you're holding back on communication, holding back your feelings, holding back your fears. And I feel like the second you open up about those, boom, magic, and you really start to move forward. Yeah. Is there anything else? I'm actually not picking up too much about the relationship. I feel like you're going to allow each other to shine fully, you know? And I feel like it's more of a, you just find a perfect match, because it's almost like you're allowing yourselves to be this version of yourselves together. It's like you align with each other and you also complement each other. So I feel like it's going to be a beautiful relationship. And it's more of like, how can we connect and deal with each other and work with each other while being independent, but at the same time being in a relationship? And I feel like that is going to be the biggest work. But I definitely feel like communication is going to be the biggest thing here. I feel like you're going to have, at first, a little bit of a hiccup when it comes to communication. But I wouldn't be surprised if you meet a like Mercury retrograde, or if you go through a little bit of a Mercury retrograde phase here. But the second that passes by and you really open up to each other, and start communicating fully and vulnerably with each other, it really starts to blossom. And especially with the white horse, there's this feeling of purity, you know, and it's almost like it's a pure passion. Because again, either you or this person, they were used to, you were used to dealing with players, that kind of thing, and a lot of physical passion. And in this case, it's like it's pure passion, is passion to love. And I feel like that's what you're going to feel. And I really feel like this person is a beautiful new chapter for you. That's really what I'm getting. But let's see here. What else we have? Anything that I might be missing about the dynamic of the relationship, and anything around those lines? So we have passionate. There we go. We also have closed off. Yeah. I feel like one of you, and I kind of feel like it's both, in different ways. Well, actually, let me just pull this. But we have big mouth, communication, and hurt. Yeah. So I feel like, first of all, there could be a phase, especially with the Seven of Swords. I feel like it's this right here. I feel like this is a period where you're really both triggering each other quite a lot. And it's almost like maybe you keep going into arguments, or I don't really think arguments is the right word, but it's like misunderstandings and that kind of thing. But you still stick around. There's something around that. And I actually feel like it's good that you do, because this is a beautiful relationship right here. It's just that I feel like in this moment, and again, it could be like a Mercury retrograde phase, or just, again, a lack of communication because you're closed off. And so I feel like because of that, communication is a little tricky, and you may say things that you didn't mean to hurt the other person, but the other person is triggered, so they get hurt, and then you get hurt because they didn't understand you, that kind of thing. And it's just like you need to breathe, and you need to really communicate and listen to each other. Right? When the other person is communicating, listen to what they're saying, not to what your brain wants you to think that they are saying. Listen to the words and listen to where they're coming from. Understand it, right? Because I with this passion, I'm also hearing compassionate, and I feel like you have that compassion for the two of you, between the two of you. But I feel like your wounds and your limiting beliefs are kind of getting in the way, especially here. And I feel like you're kind of going to be a little bit closed off at first, especially if one or both of you was kind of going through this breakup. For some reason, I kind of feel like it's you, though, because this person is quite single. But I feel like they could obviously still be harboring some sort of wounds from the past. But I feel like especially you could be going through a breakup here, and that could still be very recent. So you're still very hurt, and you kind of need a little bit of patience and a little bit of time. That's truly what I'm getting from here. Because I feel like in the beginning you're a little bit closed off, but at the same time there's a lot of passion, and it's passion to love. It's not just physical passion. So I feel like a little bit of a tricky time here, but then the relationship is quite beautiful, because I feel like the second you kind of unleash yourself and you open up, big mouth, communication just starts going, and you just really open up to each other. Wow. So before we pull some timing, let's get here some advice for you, okay, for you to be able to attract this person a little bit faster and a little bit better, and anything that you need to know. So we have growth. Evolution starts when you leave your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Quite interesting. We also have passion. Light up your life by honoring your deepest desires. And then we have a new deck from the Spirit Animal Oracle. I actually have it in Portuguese, so hopefully, yes, okay. Because like I'm always so nervous with the animals, because I honestly don't know how to translate all the animals. This has like 60 animals here. I don't know the translation from all of those. But so far it's been animals that I know. So this is the giraffe spirit. And we have, see the big picture. So I definitely feel like the message here for you to attract this person better is a little bit like, see the big picture when it comes to the past. What was it trying to teach you? What was the lesson? What was the purpose of those people in your life? Especially if you're going through that breakup now, or you did recently and you already know this person. Excuse me. What was the purpose? What did you get from that? Because you certainly got something, and maybe you also didn't get something, right? What were those things? What were you needing that wasn't being given? that tells you a need that you need to go find somewhere else because that person is not going to give it to you, even if that need is something that comes from within you. But also, what did they give you in terms of healing, in terms of, okay, now I understand what I want. Now I understand where it couldn't go. Now I understand why you weren't that person. And maybe for some of you, there's this feeling, and I don't necessarily feel like it's just about relationship. It could also be about your life, where it's like, there's something that you're truly passionate about, maybe career-wise, and that may be really out of your comfort zone, right? But evolution starts when you leave your comfort zone. And I feel like this is also talking about that passion, right? Because this clearly has a lot of passion. I feel like you're going to be hugely attracted to each other straight away. That is no question, no doubt about it. And maybe there is a side of you, a part of you, that thinks that passion is a bad thing. Especially when it comes to relationships. If you're used to dealing with players, you think that passion is only coming from players and not from true loyal people. That is not true. Passion is a part of a relationship. It needs to be there, right? So there is this feeling of get comfortable with not knowing, get comfortable with yourself, get comfortable with passion, and get comfortable with believing in love. Because maybe a part of you is a little bit scared of believing in the impossible, believing in the possible, believing in everything, believing that you can actually get that, right? And I feel like that's something that you may need to review a little bit. Am I truly ready for love? In the sense of, am I truly open for it? Am I really open to all aspects of love? What makes a relationship to me? What makes a commitment to me? What portions of it are needed? Loyalty, friendship, honesty, What are the most important things to you? And what are the things that are part of it? And maybe passion is going to be one of those, right? And it's just about understanding that not all people who have passion are unfaithful, that not all people who have passion are emotionally unavailable people. Some people just have that as their love language, right? And maybe meeting this person and things happening so fast, it could be a little bit of a surprise and it could be a little bit of a shock and it could definitely take you out of your comfort zone. So there is this feeling of, but haven't you been manifesting this? Haven't you been manifesting this person? There's just this feeling of at least give it a shot, give a shot to love and see where it can take you. Where do you want to go in the end? See the bigger picture. Where do you want to go in the end? And that is going to lead you the way. Maybe in the end you do want a relationship. Okay, then be open to it. Okay, and this is easier said than done. And I feel like a lot of this advice, it's more of when you're already connecting with this person. Because so far I feel like the advice is that initial thing of like, be your most authentic person, be your most aligned version of yourself with who you want to be, career-wise, anything-wise, okay? Physical-wise, environment-wise, anything. And be that person. Be the person you want to date with. And I feel like this advice right here that we're looking at now, it's more of a, when this actually happens, come back to this advice. Because it may make sense then, okay? To help you trust a little bit in that person in this connection. But let's get here some timing for you. Oh, I've also been putting out the number 29, to the number of this card specifically. But we do have 29 over there. We have the 16th. Could be significant. We have April. We have next year. Come here. And we have Pisces. So Pisces season could be significant, which is not in April, but could just be significant. That Pisces Aries time could be important, okay? And then we have the 16th, 29 over here. 29, I'm seeing it more, first of all, this leads to 11, highly spiritual number, but I'm also seeing this has 2 and 9. It's like the end of cycles in relationships and the beginning of a new one. So that's really beautiful. And I really feel like you are aligned with this, okay? And I feel like this is the person you have been manifesting, so yeah. But next year could be significant, maybe on the 16th of next year in Pisces Aries season. Who knows? But with that being said, pile number 3, this is what I have for you. I really hope this resonated and helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really love to have you here. And if you were interested in taking a look into a private reading, the link is going to be down below for that, as well for my Patreon, where we have weekly messages around self-love, spiritual guidance, that kind of thing. So with that being said, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi there, my pod number 4. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose the Kunzite, you're definitely in the right place. Let's get here into your next relationship. So we're going to first start looking at who it is going to be with, and then we'll look into like a quick look into your relationship, and some advice and some timing at the end as well. Okay, so let's get started here with the who. We have King of Cups, some Cancer energy coming through. We also have Taurus. That's nice. And we have January, so that would be Capricorn and a little bit of Aquarius. Okay, so if these signs mean anything to you, take it, but doesn't have to mean anything. And we also have friendship, so try friends and networking. So this could already be a friend of yours, just saying, or it could be someone that first you develop a friendship and then it becomes something else. It could even be through career, because we have Capricorn and Taurus energies, which is big career energy here. But I feel like you're actually going to click pretty immediately and have a really beautiful friendship straight away. I feel like it could be quite goofy with each other, especially here. Like both of them are just like wearing face masks and everything. So I feel like it's like your inner childs are going to be quite safe. And you both are very good looking, by the way. And I feel like you're going to be very physically attracted to each other. And I almost wonder if the like beginning stages of the connection, while you're not official, is just you avoiding feelings for each other. Maybe, but I definitely feel like this person is someone that is very vulnerable. I feel like they're very emotionally mature. They could be older than you, or I feel like I don't necessarily, I feel like they could actually be around your age, but maybe 29 is significant age. But I just get these feelings like they are so freaking mature emotionally. They could be and just in general, they could be more mature for than they should be for their age. It's like they're more evolved than the other people in their age. And I definitely feel like this is someone that their career could be quite significant. They could be quite wealthy as well. And I feel like they're also all about new beginnings and all about setting out goals and just making it happen. Especially if they are a leader. I feel like they're a very compassionate leader. And I feel like they're just open to anyone, and very, very like graceful. That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm getting very Venus energy, very Empress energy. So I feel like they're very graceful, and they could really like if they wear dresses, they could like really like flowy dresses, long flowy dresses. That's kind of what I'm getting. And especially they could appear very angelic. That's kind of what I'm getting. They could appear very angelic, and maybe they actually show up in your dreams in that, like, I'm kind of getting like this white long flowy dress in the ocean, that kind of thing. They could appear that way in your dreams. I also feel like I'm hearing something about like they could like playing video games. That could be part of their hobby. I also feel like they're really into art. They could read a lot. I feel like they're into pretty things, essentially. I also feel like they kind of like a little bit of a luxurious environment, to be honest. Not that they kind of overspend or anything like that, but I do feel like they kind of like to just pamper themselves from time to time, which is totally valid. And I feel like they just like that feeling of, I get to be here, you know, especially when it comes to concerts and art in general. I feel like they never say no to exchanging money when it comes to it. I really feel like for them, it's not like, oh, I'm just going to go spend money on a concert. No, it's like that is not something that is useless for them. That is something that they actually need. It's a need for them to go to a concert, to read a book, to go to an art gallery, some sort of show, like a dance show, like anything that is art related, they need it. It's not just a want, no, it's a need for them. And I feel like this person is also someone that, for example, needs to dress nicely to feel light and to feel like themselves, you know. This is someone that is definitely ruled by Venus, that is for sure. So maybe a little bit of Libra energy here as well. But I feel like this is someone very sweet, very gentle. They're so compassionate. They could actually Kind of getting, they could have like wavy hair, but for a female, like we see here, like pretty long hair, and then for a male, maybe short hair. But I just feel like they are so sweet. And I feel like they also have a really high imagination. I feel like they're really good at visualizing things. They could actually do something with art in their work. Ooh, that could also be something. Anything else? I'm also getting something about like balloons. Oh, maybe they do something around like party planning. That could be something. And I also feel like this is the type of person to kind of give to little things, you know. It's like every time it's your birthday, they're always going to pick something that is like, this is so like you. And I definitely needed to buy this for you, you know. Or even just throughout the relationship, they could be gift giving could be one of their love languages. Oh, this person is really, really sweet. They could also be a little bit guarded emotionally, but I feel like it's almost like they don't hesitate giving love. Maybe at first they could hesitate a little bit, opening their heart to be loved, something like that. Because I feel like they're just so compassionate and kind in general, but they could have a hard time trusting love in relationships. That could be something. But let's take a look into your relationship. So we're going to start by looking into how you'll meet, the beginning stages of the connection. So while you're just dating each other, in this case, it's probably that friendship energy, while you're not official yet, and then how the relationship will actually be. So how you'll meet, we have the Fool, risk taking a chance without a doubt. That is very interesting. We also have the Five of Swords with defeat. I'm getting like a whole story here. And we have Strength. That is so interesting. So I'm getting a big school vibe. So this could be like a childhood friend, or it could even be that you know this person from childhood, from school, but you never really talked, you never really connected. And so when you meet again, you actually start building that friendship, and it could be that you meet through career. And it's actually interesting that we're talking about how this could start as a career relationship and then it turns to a friendship. And I mean, career, school is also included in that. So I definitely see that for some of you, where, and I'm getting specifically like some sort of sport. This person kind of loses a game or has some sort of difficulty or something like that. And you kind of meet there. Because I'm getting something strong about exercise. It's about a sport, especially sport. Because this could also be like, for example, a gym or something like that. But I'm getting specifically a sport, like football or soccer, anything around those lines. Even basketball, whatever. But I just get these strong feelings, like someone is being strong here and just doing the most. And maybe that is kind of where you meet, is like you see this person for the first time at a, I don't know, at some sort of game. And again, maybe in your childhood, you never really spoke at all. But when you meet again, maybe for some of you, this is like literally your childhood bestie. But then you meet again a few years later or something like that. It's like, I feel like you don't have a doubt that this, yeah, like, you're great. Why weren't we friends while we were in school? You know, there's a little bit of this feeling. But I feel like that's kind of where this is coming from. If this is someone that, you know, I feel like for most of you, you're definitely already friends with. But if this is someone you meet through career and then you start a friendship, I feel like this is talking about maybe this person is like a new hire because they got fired from their previous job, or you did. And it's like you're new. Someone here is new to the company or new to the business, something around those lines. And you immediately become really close friends. Because I even feel like, especially with the wolf here, it's like whoever just got into that job could be a little bit of a lone wolf. And so like the other person is like, oh man, I feel sorry for you. Like I don't want to be, I don't want you to be alone, right? I want to support you. I want to be there for you. I want you to feel welcomed in the company. So you may support each other in that process. And it's interesting that we have here 28 and 29. So it could be that you meet this person a year ago, if you already know them, or it's like a year from now you meet them, we'll pull some timing at the end, but there's like a year gap. So the friendship could last about a year, and we'll see when that happens, when that changes, but that could be something. So the dating stage here, we have sour, resentment, anger, hurtful words, plot twist. We also have Eight of Swords, interference, and the moon. So I feel like there's a little bit of jealousy here from someone. I feel like there's a third party interfering. For some of you, it could be that one of you is in a relationship and that person's kind of getting out of the way. But I do feel like there's a little bit of gossiping here, especially if this is someone from career or something around those lines. If you have friends in common, or if, I don't know, you start becoming friends a few years after school, and then you go and kind of tell that to a friend of yours. Oh, hey, I saw John again, and it's like he looks great, and we've been talking, and he's really a nice guy. Like, I don't even know why we weren't friends before. And then that friend says, oh, he was actually a player, and he probably still is, and like, be careful because he's going to hurt you. And it's like, it's not even that. Like, this person is the sweetest, right? And there's this feeling of like a mismatch here. It's like the reality, it's not aligned with what this person is telling you. There are a lot of things hidden here. And especially if this is at work, it could be that someone else has a crush on you or has a crush on this person. And so they kind of start getting in the way. I definitely feel a big third party interference here, especially through gossiping, through I don't know, people trying to sabotage this. There could also be, to be honest, there could also be a little bit of jealousy. And I don't see this sour, because I see this sour more has like, someone is sour, someone else is sour, someone else is jealous, and says hurtful words, says mean things about the other, to kind of push the two of you away. Again, because of jealousy, because they have a crush, because, I don't know, maybe that's just literally their own perception of reality. But like, this person is truly the sweetest. So if you ever hear some bad gossip about this person, like, dude, this person is the sweetest. Please figure out that the what is the word? The truthfulness of that affirmation of that gossip. Okay, because I feel like here, while you're friends and you may start to catch feelings, and maybe that's when you talk to someone else about stuff, things get a bit messy because someone says something that you're not expecting, and that is not the truth. I really feel like that is not the truth. So how will the relationship be? Now I'm curious. We have secret admirer, social media waiting, spying. We also have Ice Cube, detached, indifferent, don't care, and we have Ace of Wands. There we go. Oh wow, okay. Oh, that is so interesting. So here's the deal. Wow. One thing that I'm getting is that this situation right here is actually where you are currently. And this right here could have been what happened. So there could be like a childhood friend, and you were really close friends and that kind of thing, and then you start catching feelings and you talk to a friend and they said, like, oh no, like, I heard this from Rebecca that John is a player, and in fact that was never true. And I feel like you have been kind of in this place of, you follow each other on social media, you kind of have an eye on each other, but you don't really connect with each other that much. Again, Ice Cube, indifferent, detached, that kind of thing. And it's like, I don't really pay too much attention to you, but in fact, you're kind of spying on each other. And Ace of Wands, very soon you could be reconnecting with this person. And so I feel like you could be needing to hear this reading to have like an open mind, because what you heard here may have not even been true at all. Because it could even been something about like, your friend says, oh, but John is actually in a relationship with Rebecca. They never were. But you just backed off because, oh, John is in a relationship with Rebecca. I don't want to interfere. And it's like there is some lie here from a third party that is interfering with this. If this is not the case, I definitely feel like this situation right here could have a little bit of impact. There could be a little bit of a separation in a way. but I definitely feel like there is some sort of rebirth. And I also feel like there is a rebirth in your friendships and the people that you connect with and the people that you ask opinion from. Because I feel like you could get a lot in your own bubble as a couple, you know, and not really look for anyone's opinions. I feel like there is the big thing of detach from the outside world and not really caring what other people say. Because I really feel like at some point that is going to be a big issue. And I feel like as the relationship evolves, there is a new beginning here where other people are not an issue anymore. We're going to focus on ourselves. We're going to just connect with ourselves and connect with the love that we feel for each other. And I feel like that is going to be the biggest thing and the biggest goal for the two of you. I want some more information around how the relationship will be. Oh, okay. This is gorgeous. So again, we have judgment here. I really feel like there is a lot of judgment here coming from a third party. I don't even have like 3 people here. But I feel like some truth is coming in. I feel like some truth is about to be revealed here. And again, we'll pull some timing, but it could like literally be tomorrow. Some truth is coming in. And I feel like that is going to lead you to perhaps walking away from a friend that is not really helping you and it's like not supporting you whatsoever. And we also have wealth here. So again, for some of you, this could be like a childhood friend and you reconnect through career later on. It could just literally be a career buddy. And it could also be that thing of like, it was a childhood friend. There was some sort of interference. You're still spying on each other. And there could be a reconnection, some truth coming out. And I kind of feel like with that judgment, it could be a little bit faded. But I feel like the relationship, dude, you're going to die together. This is like ride or die kind of thing. You're really going to have a beautiful family if you choose to have it. Look at these two, at this couple. It's like they're in it forever. They're growing something from zero. They're really wanting to create so much. They are emotionally fulfilled. They're wealthy. They're happy. They're in love. And I really feel like you can have like your happily ever after with this person whenever you want, with 0 kids, with 10 kids, whatever you want. With this 4 cups, I do feel like someone has to go though. I do feel like someone has to go. And it could have been a very long time, especially if this is a childhood friend. It could have been a very long time that you were apart and single and just trying to mingle and nothing ever really worked. It's because this is your person. So the other relationships were not supposed to work. Okay. But let's get here some more information. Is there anything that I've missed? Anything else that we need to know? We have communication. Very interesting. Hidden emotions. Yeah. Getting back together. Oh, look at that. And we have foreign affairs. There we go. Dude, be careful about third parties. Someone is lying. Someone is getting in the way. And the thing is, you're probably spying on each other. You either already have feelings if you already know this person, or you're going to. And you could hide them away. And I feel like the key here is actually going to be communicating about your feelings and just like going towards it. But be careful about someone else getting in the picture because, and I don't think it's a third party in terms of a relationship. It's literally gossip. It's a friend getting in the way. But you are getting back together, so that is good. But I really feel like gossip was the killer here. Okay. But I definitely feel like once you are back together, I feel like it's, again, hidden emotions. I see this has like your little bubble and you just build that 10 of Pentacles and that 10 of Cups. Probably that's why that wasn't showing up. It's because it's like that is part of your little bubble. No one can see through it. Like, let's not let external energy get into it, right? And I feel like the communication is going to flow really well. I feel like you're going to trust each other a lot as well. And there's just going to be this beautiful bond. Because I feel like that friendship is truly going to be important for the two of you. You know? I really feel like you're going to just love being with each other. Wow, that's so nice. Okay. So before we pull some timing, let's just connect here with some advice for you to attract this person a little bit faster and better. And see anything that you need to know. So we have security. True security comes from having a reserve of time, space, energy, personal power, and love. Make deposits in all of these accounts and you'll be a wealthy person indeed. And it's so interesting how we have a lot of wealth here. We had wealth in that 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like there's this feeling of like, feel wealthy, work on your wealth, not only in a sense of money, but also in the sense of like, again, time, space, energy, personal power, love. It's about having all of these things towards yourself. Are you making time for the things that you love? Are you loving yourself? Are you making space for good people in your life? Are you feeling energized? What are the things that you need to change to feel energized? Are you standing up for yourself? Or are you settling? Are you listening to people that are not good for you, right? It's about essentially stepping into your power, feeling secure in yourself, and not being afraid to say no, not being afraid to ask for what you want, and to be like, yo, you're not helping, get out. You're not healthy for me, get out. I feel like there is this true like empowerment and let me step up kind of energy. We also have kindness. What if being kind to yourself really could change everything? Like, I really get this feeling. It's like you may, I feel like the advice here is about the issue of the connection. Third parties, friends. Are you truly connecting with the friendships that you want to have in your life? Do you truly feel safe in your group circle, in your friend circle? Do you truly feel safe? Do you truly feel seen? Do you truly feel valued? Do you feel like people are constantly comparing yourself to them or comparing themselves to you? Do they speak nice words towards you? There is this big feeling of, who are the people around you? Do they really make sense to be there with you? Or are they just there with you because they've been friends since ever? Sometimes we just stick around in situations because of time. But the longer we stay in a situation that is not serving us, the longer it's going to take for us to truly align with our dream reality. And I feel like this person could be blocking you energetically in a lot of ways, not only in this relationship. Okay, so just be conscious of the people around you. Okay? And I feel called, I've already used this deck in the meantime, but this was the bottom card, and I feel really called to take this out, and also this one. I also want to show you this one. But we have this firefly. It's in Portuguese, I'm sorry. But the firefly spirit, truth transcends illusion. I think this is really important for you here, okay? And especially as it's a 22 card. Love, okay? Love transcends illusion. And I feel like you are really aligned with this person, and someone else here just tries to get in the way with some illusion. Truth transcends illusion. And I feel like truth is coming out, okay? And then we also have this 54 with the skunk. Is it called that like that? I don't know. But we have know your worth, okay? Please know your worth. So it's that thing. Do the people you're connecting with, your friends, do they really align with you? Do they really make you feel valued, respected, seen, appreciated? Do they truly help you? Or do they compare themselves to you? Do they put you down? It's like you deserve a lot more than that, okay? And we also have the buffalo spirit here. The abundant universe will provide. So ask and you shall receive. If you want love, ask for it, okay? And I really feel like the universe has your back. With the 10 here, it's time for endings, but also new beginnings. So again, it's not just because you were friends with someone for a very long time. And maybe that is what this friendship card is also talking about. But just because you were friends with someone for a very long time, it doesn't mean that they are supposed to stay there for the rest of your life. People come and go. People have purposes and have deadlines in the end. Any situation, any person, it all has a deadline. And I feel like there is someone here that has stayed way after their deadline, okay? And it is coming from a friend place, all right? So just be conscious of who you're connecting with, okay? I feel like that is your biggest advice. And also how they are affecting the rest of your life, okay? But let's pull here some timing for you. And I just saw 55. So definitely some changes need to happen here. Oh, wow. Bro. Once you let go. I really feel like you need to let go of someone here, okay? But we also have the new moon, okay? Come here. We have the 13th and the 25th and the 12th and the 14th. So there's literally some pretty close dates here. And we have the 27th, possibly of July. There we go. So maybe these times over here could be significant in July. I actually don't have the calendar for 2024. I mean, maybe you're watching this video in 2030. So yeah, I clearly don't have the moon calendar for July of 2030. But take a look into July, and when there's a new moon, maybe there's a new moon in these dates, or even like in the next new moon, does it fall here? But there's just this feeling of like there's someone here that is getting in the way. And I feel like once you let go of that person, you're able to manifest a lot of things into reality, okay? And especially with Cancer here, it could just be talking that this could be a Cancer born in July around these dates, okay? Actually, 25th to the 27th, it's already Leo season, but it could be a Cancer Leo, okay? Damn. But it's essentially about letting go of someone here. That is your whole advice, is letting go of someone and connecting with yourself, having the power to say no and having the power to stand up for yourself, okay? So that being said, pile number 4, this is what I have for you. I really hope this helped and it resonated. If it did, leave me a little heart emoji. Yeah, leave me a little heart emoji if you're from, or leave me a little green heart emoji. That is easier. If you're from pile number 1, if you're from pile number 4, maybe look into pile number 1 as well. But if you're coming from pile number 4 and you watched this whole reading and it resonated, leave me a little heart emoji, green heart emoji in the comments. And don't forget to smash the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to get a private reading with me, the link is going to be down below for that. And you can also check out my Patreon for weekly messages around self-love and spiritual guidance, that kind of thing, twin flames. But with that being said, yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for being here. I wish you the freaking best. And hopefully, I love you very much. And hopefully, I will see you in the next one.